How's it going, guys? Bitcoin continues to put in new all-time highs, screaming above $118,000. I really think this is setting up for a huge Q3, Q4 for Bitcoin and altcoins. We're going to talk about that in this video. Plus, we're going to talk about an opportunity for a really, really cool pre-sale. I think they're doing something really special. But before we get started, if you guys get any value out of this, consider hitting the like button and consider subscribing so you can see more content like this. We're just going to get right into it. We are filming this late on Friday, getting ready for the weekend. And we're going to talk about this best crypto presale here in just a second, but I want to start off with Bitcoin, taking a look on the weekly view right here. What a bullish chart, continuing to put in new higher highs and higher lows, and it really does feel like we are coiling up for the next big run up in this bull coin cycle. Now, if we move this over to the 4-hour chart, and we spread this out a little bit, some really big godlike candles. And this is great. I love the momentum that we have going here because you can see we've been having these consolidation cycles and then a big rip up, right? We had a lot of chop here before we had a really big jump up before that right here, right? So Bitcoin, from a technical analysis standpoint, is looking really, really good, okay? I like where things are at. I know we talked about this on a previous video, but this thesis or this, kind of structure, it really is playing out almost to a T. We talked about this just a day or two ago, but if you see this coiled structure here, I'm going to move this to the weekly chart. Look at this pattern that Bitcoin's pulling out. It's just repeating same and same again. So I still think we can hit, $120,000, $130,000 before we have another sideways chop consolidation. Maybe we do something not like that. Maybe we do something like, we repeat this structure here. We get some chop sideways and then we consolidate before we put the next big run in. Now, obviously, this isn't financial advice. We can't give you financial advice because we're not financial advisors, but I would not be surprised if something like this played out. The other interesting thing I want to talk about real quick is the Bitcoin dominance. This has been spiking since 2022, and guess what, guys? When this comes down, it comes down fast. And for those who aren't aware, we want Bitcoin dominance to fall because that will signal an altcoin season. Real quick, before we talk about this awesome best crypto presale, if you guys are getting any value out of this, consider hitting the like button. It really does help out the channel. So the global money supply, this is all the money in the United States. It continues to put in new all-time highs. If we look at this chart by Colin Talks Crypto, we can see if we push the global money supply forward by 84 days, you can see that Bitcoin actually follows this extremely well. There's roughly an 80% correlation between the global M2 money supply and Bitcoin. And the interesting thing is, if this pattern continues to follow, Bitcoin could put in highs around $160,000 to $180,000 by this fall. So really, really bullish setup. And again, like we said, altcoins are gonna absolutely rip once the Bitcoin dominance starts to fall. So this is a really good prelude. Where are you going to hold all your crypto when it's absolutely mooning? The best crypto presale is happening right now. So this is the best next gen wallet. I think this is really cool. I think it's got a lot of things going for it. And right now the presale is happening. So you can buy with a credit or debit card. Plus you can also buy with crypto. So I think this is nice. It gives you a lot of options. They're also doing a lot of things right. They're checking a lot of boxes for me. So they went out of their way. They got in audit by CoinSalt, and this is really good, right? They're showing that security to them is important, and that's important in crypto, right? Because in a lot of ways, this is sometimes I say that crypto is kind of the wild, wild west, right? So it's good that they're going above and beyond to show users that we should have confidence in them. So you might be thinking, okay, Doc, what is the best wallet and what is this presale? So This is an exclusive offer, right? It's available only for a couple weeks, and this is before the pre-sale launches to everyone, right? So the best wallet, it's a next generation crypto wallet that aims to outpace traditional wallets like MetaMask. If we scroll down, I like what they're doing here. So real quick, if you participate in the pre-sale, you can get early access to new projects. The other thing that's going to be great about the best wallet is you're going to have reduced transaction fees. And this is speaking from personal experience. I know using Ethereum back in the day, there was times where I would pay hundreds of dollars just to complete one transaction. So anything that can help to reduce transaction fees is a huge win in my book. Plus, they also are offering higher staking rewards. So if you want to get higher APIs or APYs rather, if you stake within the wallet, that will give you a better return. And right, we are all trying to maximize our returns here. So that is awesome to see. Plus, there's some community governance. You can vote on key decisions within the best wallet ecosystem. So I really like what they're doing here. Very clean interface, right? And they're doing a right multi-chain wallets. So we all know it feels like there's new L1s popping up all the time. Here, you can actually do cross-chain swaps to make it easier, right? You want to go from Ethereum to Solana or Ethereum to BNB or Ethereum to Bitcoin. You can do that all within the best wallet ecosystem. And we mentioned, right, there's multiple chains here. You can even see in this picture, they have Bitcoin, they have Ethereum, they have Solana, they have Base, and I would imagine they have a ton of more chains as more L1s come onto the scene. The other thing is enhanced security, right? We talked about how security is kind of number one, it's paramount. They went above and beyond to get a audit because they are trying to be very transparent. So that again is a win for me. Recommended by a ton of people. They'll take a real quick look at their roadmap. Phase 1 is doing some market research, making sure security, a biometric security standard is put in place. And then phase 2, a new token launchpad. So I like this, right? They're really diversifying their offerings here. They're going to do airdrops. They're also doing a fiat off ramp. And I can tell you right now, this is my second cycle in crypto. It's so important to be able to offload your crypto into real money, right? USDT, the euro, amongst others, for example. They also have support for a ton of chains, over 60. So this is literally going to take care of all the things you need. Plus, they're going to have phase 3. They're going to have a best card launch. This is something that I'm really excited about. Spend your crypto right with a debit card. And then phase 4, they've got a ton of big things planned as well. Gasless free transactions. So I'm really excited about this pre-sale. If you are interested in buying the best token, I'll put a link down below in the description. The other thing that I wanted to show you real quick was their Twitter is absolutely ripping. I'll actually go ahead and follow them. They have over 73,000 followers, and they're actually followed by people that I follow, which is reassuring, right? ThorSwap, Crypto Banter. So really, really reassuring. I think this project does have legs, but let me know down in the comments below. What do you think is going to happen with Bitcoin, right? We're putting in new all-time highs. I really think that alts, it's just a matter of time before they start ripping into new all-time highs. And let me know if you're getting into the best pre-sale crypto wallet down below. Again, I'll put links in the description. If you got any value out of this video, consider hitting the like button, consider subscribing, and we'll see you guys on the next video.